Everyone is a critic today, holding their firm opinion, swanning around full of biases and prejudices. We better know how to state our conclusion in a way which avoids all of these minefields. Find out how in today's show. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Training, Tokyo, Japan, and best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be out in a few weeks' time. Finally got it done. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 108. We're talking about business schools get this wrong. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to become skilled at dealing with people, then sign up for the Dale Carnegie course. Fully road tested for the last 100 years. This course is super popular globally and in Japan too. We've been teaching this for over 50 years here. Improve your ability with people, really ramp up your communication and leadership skills, grow your confidence and end your stress. Contact us to do the Dale Carnegie course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. Sore de wa ikimasho. So let's get going. Avoid this business school advice at all costs. State your conclusion first and then explain the reasoning behind it. The conclusion first advice is a reaction to lengthy diatribes, wandering aimlessly around business subjects, driving bosses crazy. The senior leadership are thinking, I wish they would get to the point. So the standard advice is state your conclusion up front and then add the evidence. This sounds quite logical and reasonable, except it doesn't work very well when it comes to persuading an audience. If we put our action recommendation before the evidence, we are asking for trouble. When there is no context, the audience cannot judge fairly. Your bold, naked conclusion instantly comes under silent assault from a room full of armchair critics and skeptics. They now tune you out. They are totally focused on why what you just said is rubbish and won't work. They are no longer listening to you and are concentrating solely on negatives. Start with evidence, proof, facts, data, expert opinion, but wrap it up in a short story. This story should have a few defining guideposts: time, place, people, and emotion. We try to capture our audience's attention by helping them to see the scene in their mind's eye. For example, I caught up with our client CEO, Ken Tanaka, in Toronto Hills last week. We were meeting in their wood panel boardroom on the 36th floor, listening to feedback on the program, and I was getting nervous. That introduction takes about 10 seconds. No one is going to stop and say, will you get to the point? We have mentally pulled them into the story, taking them to a place they either already know or can easily imagine. They can visualize the people and the scene. They're also hooked by curiosity. Why was I getting nervous? What happened next? Etc. We now have their complete attention as we explain the problem or issue at hand. We bring in strong evidence with context and state the action step we recommend. This is done in one brief sentence, and we immediately tag on the benefit of taking the action. The chances are high that the listeners, hearing the facts and context we have introduced, will jump right ahead of us. They will race to the same conclusion we've reached before we even have a chance to articulate it. This approach allows us to more easily persuade others to take the action we are proposing. This is the real world of business, not B school. Try it and enjoy the results. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcast, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we are releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 109, we are talking about why are some people successful negotiators? Onegai itashimasu. Please join me next week to master business here, because that is what we all want, isn't it? Japan business mastery.